welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're making my favorite Tiropites, or cheese pies. But before we get into the video, make sure to give this video a nice thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. Alright, let's get started. So today I'm going to be making the traditional Greek Tiropites or cheese pies in the little triangle. So we're going to be using our PHYLLO dough again. Now if you haven't seen it already, make sure to check out my original traditional Greek spinach pie or spanakopita recipe. It's going to be very similar to the way that we fold the triangles, but I'm going to again take my phone and show you guys overhand of what I'm doing. But if you want to go check that video out too as well, really help me out. So also, like in my spanakopita recipe video, I give you guys a recipe on how to make your own PHYLLO dough, but again, we're just going to be using pre-made here today. It's just going to be easier, and it's what my AI uses, so I don't feel like I'm being inauthentic. And the brand is Athens, okay? So we're going to be needing a few different types of cheeses here. So we have our feta, of course, we have some Parmesan, we have some ricotta, and we have some Gouda. And I'm going to grate those cheeses. I already have the Parmesan cheese grated and I have the feta already broken up and crumbled. You can totally get the little squares of them, the little cubes, whatever you want to call them, the blocks of them, and just break it off yourself. Totally up to you guys, but this is just what worked out better for me and the amount that I needed to use. So then we have our eggs here. I have 3 of them here only because this is just going to kind of depend on the consistency when you're making your filling. So for the spinach pie, I use a little bit more than what I had in the recipe for you guys. So I ended up using 3 eggs, but just check it out, see the consistency. It also is going to depend on how big your eggs are. Like these are kind of smaller to medium. If you're using large eggs, you probably only need to use 2. We have some fresh mint here, already cut some up. We have some pepper and some butter for us to be kind of spreading on and coating our PHYLLO dough just to get that nice crispy color. And I have here some dill. So this is a controversial one for any of you guys out there that are Greek or know somebody that's Greek. Dill is in so many of my family's recipes, but then I talk to other Greek people and they're just like, why are you putting that in there? Like, that doesn't need that. And it's like, well, to me it does. So that one's optional for you guys if you are familiar with dill or the taste or the flavor, whatever it is. You can totally add it if you're kind of unsure. You don't need to, but I think it's a must, so we're adding it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our filling, and then we're going to let that kind of chill in the fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes just to get a little bit firm, a little bit colder, so everything sticks together nicely. But before we do that, I'm going to start grating my 2 cheeses. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be right back to show you guys how much cheese that I got. Alright guys, so we have everything grated and measured out. So we're going to start making our mixture. So all we're going to do is take our different cheeses, put them all inside. Then we're going to take our herbs, spices, our egg, our heavy cream, and we're going to season it with some pepper. We're going to mix this up really nice, and then we're going to let that sit in the fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes. Now, I know it takes a little bit longer, but if you can get a block of cheese and grate your cheese, it's going to come out so much better, I promise. So good, I'm so excited. I'm telling you, the key here is definitely to have different cheeses. You don't want to just have one cheese. Every cheese brings something a little bit different to the table. You guys, this is insane. My favorite. If you guys think I was excited about the cheese pie, the spanakopita, like, forget about this. Hands off. These are all mine. Now these I would totally, like when you go to Greece, they're out of this world. They're like this, they're like the size of your face, no joke, and that would literally be my breakfast every morning. Future dietitian. So we have all of our cheeses. What we have, I told you guys I'm using dill. And don't worry, mine looks like a lot because I doubled the recipe. So you guys can do whatever you guys want. But if I'm making these, I'm making these. And I'll have some frozen, I'll freeze some to save for later. I'll make some, pop them in the oven now. So good. Oh, my favorite. I've been thinking about making these all week and just like, the fat kid in me is like so excited. We have our mint. When you get fresh herbs and you put into the, oh, forget about it. The entire kitchen, the entire house is just gonna smell nice. It's just gonna smell so nice, so fresh. Oh. Now I told you guys, I look at, just like the spinach pie, I look at the ratio. This is personal preference, but I like to look at the ratio of the colors and see how much cheese I have compared to the herbs. And so far, I don't think I'm going to add anything this time. This looks really good to me. You guys see that? Okay. Let's move this stuff out of here. Okay. Move this over here. So we're going to add in our heavy cream. And our eggs. Just going to scramble them a little bit, nothing crazy. And now we're going to mix this all together. Now here is where you're going to take a look at the texture and see if you need to add more egg or not. Definitely start off small and see if you need to add them later. We're getting a nice paste. Can you hear that? That's what it should sound like. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm just gonna season with some pepper. Now, just like I told you guys in my Tiropita, the spinach pie recipe, I don't add any additional salt. I feel like you're getting enough with the cheese, and I like to just leave the salt out and let everybody just kind of customize it. And if you want more salt, if you want less, if you want whatever, you can just add that at the end. We have so many different cheeses going on here, I don't find salt to be necessary, but like I said in my other video, you're more than welcome to sprinkle some hard salt on the top when you're serving them. Totally up to you. It's gonna get these nice and blended. Oh, and all these cheeses, I can't take it. Okay. Now you guys should have something that looks like this. So exciting. So now all I'm going to do is put some saran over this, and we're just going to plop that in the fridge for, like I said, about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we're going to come back and I'll show you guys how I fill them in the PHYLLO dough. Okay, so we're all done chilling in the fridge. I'm going to show you guys what it should look like now that everything kind of stiffened up a little bit. Okay, see, there you go. Definitely stiffened up a lot. So I'm going to show you guys how I do this way, and then I'm gonna have, just like in this Tiropita video, with my phone straight down so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So let me grab my PHYLLO dough. So all I have here is a wet rag like we used last time, and then I have my sheet with my parchment paper right on top. So we're going to take our PHYLLO. I'm just going to roll it out. What am I doing? This way. I'm just going to roll it out. It's very delicate, but don't worry if it rips at all. It's completely fine. You can cover it up. We're going to be rolling it over so many times, it's not going to matter. And you're just going to want to have the damp cloth or towel here just to prevent it from drying out. So we're going to do the same thing like last time. So I'm going to move this over. I'm going to take a sheet and we're going to cut it in half, long ways to make really long rectangular shapes, and then we're going to use one of those to make our triangles. So We're gonna take our sheet and go right down in half. Okay. You should have a sheet and a sheet. Now we're going to take our butter or olive oil. I like to use butter over olive oil. So we're just going to use this like our little bit of glue. Just gonna brush that on. Okay. Now we're gonna take our little scooper, scoop up some of this cheese mixture. And then we're gonna start folding. So you're gonna take, same thing like last time, do corner to corner. And over. Corner to corner. Over. And corner to corner. See? We have our little triangle. Now if you want, you can wrap this in another PHYLLO, so I'm going to show you guys that, because last time I didn't do that with the spinach pie, but you can wrap it up in another sheet if you guys want. So that's what we're going to do here. Just going to have an extra layer of that PHYLLO, and you'll also be able to wrap it up a little bit tighter too when you do this. So take the same thing, put it down in one of the corners, doesn't matter which one. You're going to do corner to corner, flip it over, flip it over, and again. Then we're just going to take some more of the butter, just put it right on top. That's it. That's literally all we're going to be doing. You can put that right on your parchment paper, and then we're going to keep going. So now I'm going to switch over to my phone so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing overhead. Okay, so now hopefully you guys can see more of what I'm doing from this angle. So the first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't already, is preheat your ovens to 400 degrees. So we're going to take a sheet like this, and we're going to cut it down in half just like last time. Now, I'm going to be doing different things with my sheets, so if you're just planning on making the triangles, what you can actually do, or squares, whatever, what you can actually do is take that roll that we had before and literally cut the roll in half. That way you don't have to sit there cutting each individual sheet like I'm doing like this. It's going to save you a lot of time. But I'm not using the entire roll here, so that's why I'm doing that. But it's going to be way easier for you guys, depending on how many you're trying to make, to just cut the entire roll before you roll it out. Like cut the cylinder in half, and then you'll get these. So we're just going to do that, cut them in half. We're gonna put some of our melted butter, or if you guys want to use olive oil, you can do that. I'm just gonna use this as our glue. Now, like I told you, I'm using 2 layers this time. So we're just gonna get even more of that crunchy PHYLLO dough. So I'm gonna put this down. We're gonna take a nice size scoop of our filling. Should be good. It doesn't matter if it's going to be overfilled in this instance because we're wrapping it twice. So, and it's going to be even tighter too now that you have that extra layer of PHYLLO the second round. So just going to do corner to corner, just like last time. Fold it over, get your little triangle. See? And then we're just going to now take that triangle, do the same exact thing again, just another more secure layer. Keep folding it around. And then just finish it off with some more butter on top. That's literally it. So we're just gonna keep doing this for as many as your filling can make, or as many as you guys want. Like I said, you can put these in the oven, and you can also freeze these already pre-made. So do the same exact thing with your little triangles. Hello, Layla. Click, 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 click. So like I said, you can freeze these ahead of time. So what you're gonna do is exactly what you just did here. Make your little triangles with the filling in it and everything already done. And then go ahead and put that in the freezer just like that. That'll last for up to a month like that. So whenever you're in the mood for them, you can just take them out, plop them right in the oven just like you would normally, 400 degrees, and do the same thing just until they're nice and browned, and you'll be good to go. So I'm just gonna keep chugging along here, folding these up, and then we'll put them in the oven, and I'll show you guys what they look like. Okay, so we're all done. Our ovens are preheated to 400 degrees. Here they are. So now what I'm gonna do is just put these in the oven for about 50 minutes to about an hour, and we're just gonna kind of peek in every so often, just make sure everything's looking good and they're getting nice and crispy. I mean, you obviously don't want to burn these, but definitely just keep an eye on them because every one of your guys' ovens is gonna be a little bit different depending if you have gas, electric, whatever it is. So just make sure you keep an eye on them, but we're ready to go in the oven, and I'll show you guys what they look like when we're all done. Okay, so it's been about a half hour, and I'm going to take mine out. So this is what I was telling you guys, just keep an eye on them, just to see how brown they're becoming, because they don't take that long to cook. And I'm going to show you guys, you can see it says like 17 minutes right now in the oven. You can see what they look like. So I like them to be browned like this, kind of like a golden brown, nothing too dark. I'm going to show you guys, see what they look like. So if you like them darker like this, you can totally leave them in longer. If you like them lighter, take them out beforehand. But this is how I like them. So that was about a half hour rather than the 50 to an hour. So we're just gonna let these cool down just a little bit, and then we're gonna try some. Okay guys, so we're all out of the oven and we've cooled down some. How good do those look? Okay, so now, these are still a little bit too warm, so I'm just gonna grab one of these to try. I mean, I already tried it, but. So good, you guys. Someone has to take me away from the cheese pie platters because I'll literally eat the entire thing. This is going to be like my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Future dietitian. Don't care. Too good. But I'm definitely going to show you guys, just like what I did with the cheese pie, the spinach pies, different ways that you can use the filling. So we have our original traditional just triangles. We're going to go ahead and use our pie cups. We're going to go and make like a big giant pie, and I'll show you guys like how different it comes out and how to assemble those. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of which you like better so far, the spinach pie or the cheese pie. I mean, I like the cheese pie way better. That's just me. Can never go wrong. I can eat these every single day and never get sick of them, even though probably not as healthy as spinach pie, but it's fine. But that's all I have for this video today, you guys. I hope you liked it and I hope you learned something new. If you did like it, make sure to give this video a nice thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. If you want to get my exclusive nutrition tips, healthy food recommendations, and delicious recipes just like this one, then make sure to head over to my description box, click the link, and join the fam. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.